This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Whoa! How is everybody? I'm hearing an echo. Hold on a second. I got to do some button pushing. And welcome, everybody. There you go. Sorry about that, folks. Welcome, everybody, to a very special Scarif Live. I am here by my lonesome. I got no co-host tonight. But I do have a very special conversation that we're going to have tonight with a very special person. And I wanted to do a nice little reveal of what she sent me. So thank you guys for joining us. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to bring her in. Maria Geeky Crochet. Hello, amiga.
Hello, everybody. Good evening.
Hey, thank you for joining me. So we've been planning this for a while. And I know every time we see you, we see some wonderful things behind you. And who do you have back there tonight?
Well, tonight joining me, completely finished, is my very own Darth Vader.
Nice. Let's check him out.
So we got Darth Vader here.
Spooky. I'll do the breathing. Very nice.
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So completely handmade.
Completely.
Yep.
That is very nice. I love that helmet. I forgot that you showed it to me the last time, and I forgot that you can take it off.
Yeah. I'm pretty realistic on my stuff, so.
Very nice.
Just going to get him off the stand so that you guys can see like the cape and everything. It's very nice. So that's one guy. And behind me also always a pleasure to have is Princess Serenity from Sailor Moon.
Very nice.
This is one of my best jobs as well.
That's beautiful. Hold on a second. Let me put that full screen so people can see.
Completely hand embroidered. The hair is put one by one, strand by strand. She's complete with fingers.
Wow.
Yeah, she can. There you go. And the dress, everything is done by me except this. This is the only thing that's not done by me, and the bow, because I do not know how to sew. So I have a friend who does that, and I pay her obviously just to finish her off and with a few little details.
But the dress, you still have to cut it and shape it and put it in there. So it's not like it just, you just bought off the shelf, right?
No. And those are the ones that I have right now that are finished. I have two that are half done. One is Tron.
Oh, nice. I got to see that one when that's done.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be very cool. But I have to put him on the shelf because I am working on Chantal's Sailor Moon.
There you go. And she just showed up in the chat. Shanti, what's up? I wanna say thank you to Chantal because she just sent me a little holiday gift, and if you can see it, it's this hat.
Oh sweet.
Wherever he goes,
nice.
I go. I think it says that on the back from her trip to the world of Disney. Down there in Florida. So thank you so much for that really wonderful gesture. How long, I wanted to talk to you about your craft, your art. It's beautiful. So how long does something like that take you to do, especially looking at the intricacy of Sailor Moon, obviously Darth Vader back there. They're beautiful. How long does that stuff take you to do?
Well, approximately 2 weeks.
Oh wow!
Just one character. It could take me more, depending if I can continue working the project, because sometimes my hands really hurt because what I do is a very, very tight stitch because it's not yarn and it's thread. So it takes a little bit more work to work the yarn, to work the thread, and yeah, my hands kind of hurt sometimes, so I have to let that go and do some other stuff. But it takes me around 2 weeks. I think the most difficult part is the embroidery, the eyes, the mouth, all those little details that I just love to put. That's what, yeah, it takes a little bit more time than just like the crochet part.
Yeah, so 2 weeks you say, but like during any given day of that work, do you work? I mean, your hands have to hurt. You said it yourself. Do you go like a full 8 hours? Do you do 4 hour stretches? Like how do you do that?
Yeah. Well, I take it like 4 hours, 5 hours, and then I just let it go. Do my hand stretches. Obviously, I have to actually exercise.
You have little exercises?
I do.
Oh wow.
I do. So, and then, well, I just do it like for a hobby. It's just that I never knew that this hobby would be so welcomed by everybody, you know? So,
and awesome. Yeah, and we'll talk about that in a minute. I want to show people what you sent me because it's amazing. It's amazing. But let me ask you this, backtrack a little bit. How did you get into this hobby? It's intricate work, but how did you get into it?
Well, actually, as I said in other streams, I'm a very, very crafty person. I am currently working on my Lothlorien leaf because I have asked for a cosplay for Christmas, so I'm having that done. But obviously, the leaf, I don't have time to buy it on Amazon, so I have to do it myself. I've always been a very crafty person. I have done cross stitching. I have done painting, sculpture, different types of arts. But in 2017, I had to give a lot of gifts, like thank you gifts. Hey, Dunadan, he's one of my he is one of my buyers.
Very nice. Stick around. In a couple minutes, I'm gonna show you what I just got. But yeah, go and thank you for subscribing to the Scarif YouTube. I just saw that alert come by. Thank you so much. So yeah, when you say crafty, I always picture you in the corner going like this. See?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So I had to give a lot of gifts out, thank you gifts for Christmas, and I was thinking, no, cross stitching is taking me way too much time. Let's do something fast. So I looked up tutorials and I found little owl crocheted owls, and I thought, oh well, this is cute, and it looks easy. So I bought myself some really cheap yarn, 1 or 2 crochets, and I just started doing tutorials. After that, I just got on from there because I just started doing different things for different people, and then I got into selling my crafts, but just like one by one, nothing very, very big and nothing really too expensive. Only recently that I've gotten into collector's items like the Sailor Moon, like the one that you're going to show in a few minutes that I am really excited to see that video. That was just recently, like last year, that I started, because of the pandemic, I did have a little bit more time on my hands because I didn't have to commute to work. So I was able to do some more things. And yeah, you can literally say I got hooked.
Excellent. And yeah, you got hooked. Ha ha ha. I get it. Had to think about that for a second. But, you know, it's funny. You mentioned that you wanted to do something that doesn't take a lot of time. But, I mean, I unpacked my item, and I can't believe that it didn't take, that it took as little as like 2 weeks. The intricacy, the detail, the beauty, the color, the different, especially mine, there's like so much color in it. The skirt, the lightsabers. Oops, did I give it away? No. But it's just amazing. It's just amazing. I'm gonna put something in the chat real fast. But thank you guys for joining us. We got Lunar Girl, Shanti, my co-host after the weekend, the Dunadad, Avery. Thank you guys. I saw your partner in crime earlier in there as well. You've
Yeah,
got
R2 actually
Nicole.
he's in the After the Weekend. That's our official channel
Right. Okay. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
our movie reviews and all the other crazy stuff that we're working on. And Avery, hi Avery. He's very supportive. Avery's such a
Very
good
nice. Very
person.
nice. Let's see. So, do we have any Clone Wars fans in here? Okay. Very
Apart from
good.
me. Okay.
Okay. Apart from you, let's see. Ahsoka fans, stand by. All right. So, obviously, I was on your stream a few weeks ago. We talked about Tron, and I've seen a lot of your shows with R2. And there was one oh, and you actually, one of your profile pictures actually had my item in it. And I'm like, I want it. I want it. It was beautiful, but I'm gonna play this video. We can kind of talk over it. There's just a little bit of music over it, but I want to show everybody what I got. Backyard TARDIS, thank you very much, Nick, for coming on here, and you're gonna love this, Nick. You might have to have Maria make you one of these. Hold on a second. It's just beautiful. So nicely protected in the bag. Thank you very much for the stand. It's going to come in handy. But I took the bag out, and just even seeing it through the bag, it's just beautiful.
Oh wow.
Look at that skirt, the costume, and the lightsabers are awesome. Her little head, the feet, the boots. Look at that detail. Look at that. I love the color.
I love how you shot her. She looks so amazing.
Well, I told you in a DM that she's going to be the star of my collection here in my room behind me. But I love the face, the markings. Look at that. Gorgeous.
Yeah, I remember. I remember the first time you saw her in the background.
Yeah.
You were like probably thinking, is that who I think that is?
Yes. But, she's, what is that, like maybe 12, 13 inches tall?
Yeah, approximately.
Very, very nice. I can look at the costume all day because she's gorgeous. And the what are they calling the head
Lekos.
trails, the montrails, the Lekos?
The Lekos, yeah.
Yes. Look at even the eyes. That's amazing. And again, thank you for the stand. Comes in handy.
You're welcome. Handmade as well.
Very nice. So I'm tickled pink, as they say in the business, in show business, that she arrived safely. And she's beautiful, Maria.
I'm so glad. I'm so happy that people just like my art.
How can you not? What do you guys think in the chat? A little crocheted Ahsoka. Beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, I mean, I took some pictures of her for the video and shot some videos, but absolutely, let's see. Jill of all trades. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. But I'm going to cycle through some of these, and I really want to talk about your method. Obviously, I don't do what you do. It's just it's beautiful to look at. What is your, like, with Ahsoka especially? Like, how do you start with the shape? What goes through your mind as far as the decision making on what part to start on?
Well, actually, it's kind of pretty logical. I usually start with the arms, with the hands, the arms, and then afterwards, well, I sometimes do the head because it is a piece apart, and then I have to sew that in. There are parts that are sewn, other parts that are crocheted completely by inside. So I start with the arms, and then I I work one leg and then I work the other leg and gradually just fit both sides together. The thing about Ahsoka is I had to actually I based myself on a normal pattern that I do have that I got for free.
Like a human shape?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. Um, and then I had to decide how I was going to do the zero sleeve part because Ahsoka does not have sleeves.
Oh, that's right.
So I decided to do a full shoulder on her, and then afterwards I say, okay, I'm gonna leave two circles, two holes in her body, so that when I sew her together, she's gonna have, she's not gonna have any sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I started, and inside she is fully structured. The
What's
arms.
inside her?
So I'm thinking that I'm not really sure because I have been playing around with different wires. I'm not really sure if she has the copper wire on fully on her body. I know that she has copper wire on her arms. Supposedly she should be bending. If she doesn't bend, then she has stainless steel, and that is what the lightsabers have. It's stainless steel that is wrapped around in yarn.
Yeah.
So after
Right.
I pieced her together, that's where everything comes in. Now I did not have a pattern for her lekus. That was a try and do stuff.
Oh, wow.
I based myself on a picture that I found of Ahsoka because you could find them all over the internet. An Ahsoka that is an adult Ahsoka. I did not want a child Ahsoka. So I based myself on that and basically kind of weaved in both colors. Tried to get the design in an arrow shape for her back leku. So that was a real challenge, and you are the only one, as far as I know, you are the only one who has that type of Ahsoka.
Makes
Like
it even more special.
There she is, in the flesh.
Let's see
In
here.
the flesh.
Well, she's where's my mouse?
Now, usually I embroider her eyes apart. Ouch. She just loves the camera. So what I do is I usually embroider everything before I attach the head, so that if I do make a mistake, I can redo the head. I can crochet another head and do it again. It's not nice, but at least it gives me some leeway for mistakes.
Wow. Yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, when you do them, are they separate parts?
Yes. In this case, well, they're all separate parts.
Yeah.
Obviously, the leku is sewn in; it's not crocheted in. But there are patterns in which, for example, the one that I have in the back here, in which you crochet completely the arm to the body, so that you don't notice that they are different parts in the body. So, yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you, Shanti. That's so sweet. That's really sweet of you.
It's not sweet. She doesn't do sweet things. Well, it's, all joking aside, it's the truth. She's gorgeous. So I can't wait for Shanti to get hers.
I've just finished her body, and I'm now working on her neck.
Yeah.
I was going to bring her in, but she's all full of yarn. So it's not a really nice thing to see at the moment.
Yeah, we don't want to see that. But how many Ahsokas have you done?
That's the first one and the only one as far right now. One of a kind.
One of a kind. You heard it. You heard it, folks. I have one of a kind Ahsoka. She's gorgeous. And I'm sure, and actually I was going to put, how can people get a hold of you if they want to?
Through my Twitter. Through my Twitter account, That's where people start commissioning me. Yeah, you just get in touch with me. I have an Etsy page, but I really don't spend any time on it. And since it takes so long, I just prefer to go directly.
Yeah. So people can get a hold of you on Twitter?
Yeah. Basically, that's right now, that is my only social media. So yeah, and I'm pretty active, extremely active. So yeah.
Well, she's
Very
gorgeous. Cool. The color, the patterns, the intricacy.
That was really difficult to do.
Yeah.
That part
the back of her head.
The back of her head was actually very difficult. It was harder to do than the front leg coat.
So the front ones, are all three of them separate?
Yes.
Oh wow.
They are. They are separate, and at one point, I crochet them together. So I leave some sort of space in one of them, and I have to cut the yarn, leave that aside, and then when I finish, I did the head part. Like the two legus are two pieces, but they are crocheted together, so it looks as if it was one. The back part is the one that is sewn in looks different.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Dunedin.
Oh yeah, that was when Dunedin asked me for the Aragon character. He said, sorry, how tall is it? So I gave him the measurements, and he bought himself a case on Amazon. So, Nicole, I do have an Etsy page, just to answer you. I do have an Etsy page, but again, like I said, I prefer direct commissions than through the Etsy page, because I literally only have these two characters ready to go. So if anybody wants anything specific, like another Ahsoka Tano, they have to get a hold of me.
I think that'd be cool if somebody had commissioned you to do another Ahsoka Tano. I would love to see, how different you'd make them based on this first one. And it'd be interesting to see if you try a different technique or.
Oh, definitely. I would try different patterns, but I think that one is just. I mean, it's like my firstborn. So that one is like really special. And I made her not only to sell her, but I was thinking, oh wow, Star Wars fans are gonna cry nuts with her. And then when I made her and I posted her, I was like, I only got crickets. I'm like, nobody's saying anything.
Wow.
That's weird. And then you came on, and you said.
And I said, I want her. Yeah, she's really nice. I love her little lightsabers too. Very nice.
I love white lightsabers, actually.
Yeah, so obviously I didn't want to bend her knees, but I mean she could bend. I can kind of her knees have a little bit of an armature. You can feel the metal in there. Very cool. She's looking at me. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Very nice. And then what's cool? I mean, I like that. Her head can turn a little bit.
Yeah.
Back and forth. So that's kind of cool. Very nice. So yeah, everybody in the chat, hit Maria up. You might need a team of crocheters.
Yeah, it could be, but I don't know. People that have actually told me, you're probably going to start needing workers. And I'm like, I really don't want to, because they're not mine. They're
exactly.
Not, if I have other people do it, then they're not mine. They're not to my standards. So
I absolutely agree, and I know what you mean. But she's definitely a one of a kind, and thank you very much for that. Thank you for shipping her to me. She's beautiful. And I'm definitely gonna find a case, and put her up on a wall somewhere, and put some lights above her. Maybe in the spring I can commission an Anakin to go with her. Ooh. Sweatshop Maria.
R2, behave yourself, please.
So yeah, obviously, I wanted to talk to you about your craft and your artwork, and obviously show everybody the beautiful Ahsoka that I got from you. But speaking of arts and crafts, have you seen anything out there in the world that you like? What's out there that Maria likes?
Ooh, that's really difficult because I usually end up doing my own things.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Something that I really like. Oh, if with regards to arts and crafts, I think cosplays, because I don't know how to sew. I think cosplays would be the most it's like I want that, Oh, Nicole. Yeah, well, I can answer your question in a little bit, but yeah, cosplays, and I really like detail. Now, this can be a virtue or it could be a vice, but I'm really a perfectionist. I try to measure myself to control myself, but you can get lost in a whole bunch of details.
Sure.
I could still be working on the Ahsoka right now with all the strings and all the details.
Jeez, I don't know how she's perfect.
Because then if you look at her, if you look in the detail of the Ahsoka on the Clone Wars, her dress has some lines that kind of make her figure, some gray lines. So I tried to do that, but I didn't like how it came out. So I ended up taking that off and just going, we're just going to leave it like that. And I'm going to say stop, because in a moment, at a moment, you have to say stop to yourself and not.
Sure.
You could go on and on. You could
forever. Yeah.
Instead of 2 weeks, I could probably take about a month just to make one figure if I really, really get down. So sometimes I have to say to myself, okay, finish this. Okay, say to yourself, stop. So, for example, cosplays, I really like them. I'm actually having my own cosplay being made at the moment for my Christmas present, which is going to be a Legolas.
Very nice, yeah.
With everything, I'm talking about like the cape and the leggings and the quiver. I'm having the quiver done, so.
Very nice.
I'm sorry, I didn't read this. Considering the art you're creating, I understand being a perfectionist about it, but that's why your stuff looks so good. Oh, Shanti, thank you.
I just came back from C2E2 that started here in Chicago, and speaking of cosplay, there are a lot of people walking around. One of the cool things about cosplay is 3D printing has really changed the landscape of cosplay. The detail can get a little bit more intricate. Especially in our genre, Star Wars, sci-fi, fantasy. You've got stuff that you put on your body suit and things like that. Have you? How has the technology been for you as far as your artwork? Have you tried to do anything different?
I don't have access to that technology, actually. So I have to think of ways and cheap ways at that.
Sure.
To be able to get anything that I do up to the standard that I want. 3D printing here is extremely expensive and extremely slow.
Sure.
So, for example, I do see a few tutorials on arts and crafts just for my own amusement, and I saw a Mandalorian helmet print.
Wow.
And I thought that was awesome. Another one that I saw was the mask, the Sub-Zero mask, and I thought that's awesome. But regards to me, I don't have access, so anything I do, it's.
And it's funny because you mentioned doing a 3D print of a Mandalorian helmet. Like at that point, like I would just buy one instead of printing it out. I don't know, unless there's something really unique or special about it. I can first of all, Chantel's head needs to get out of the gutter, but I know that'll never happen.
It's all love between you.
And stop enabling her, Nicole. But, with the 3D printing, I can see, like, let's take, a character from Star Wars. I can see, not everything being 3D printed, but maybe some accent on the costume or the collar or something like that, something small that's maybe a lot more manageable to 3D print than like an entire. And I know people 3D print entire suits and outfits, which is crazy to me.
That's insane.
But yeah, it's interesting. With technology, you've got all sorts of really cool things that people are doing. I think our friends Pat and Charles of the Conversations podcast also did a 3D printing with some accessories. They took a store-bought Grogu, Baby Yoda, and made him into the character that Dominic Pace plays in The Mandalorian Season 1, the Gecko the Bounty Hunter with the gun. I think they made the gun and his breathing apparatus. It was really, really amazing, really, really cool stuff. So stuff like that I can kind of see, you being able to use kind of 3D printing. Yeah. But honestly, you don't really need anything for something like this. It's just, I can't imagine. Obviously, unless, sometimes I think in season 7, Ahsoka had some shoulder pads that were, armor and stuff like that. I mean, if you're going to get into that, I think that would be kind of cool. Yeah. But, yeah, absolutely.
It's just that I was thinking while you were saying, I would just buy it. I don't know if I did have the access, I would probably print it because I don't know, the thing that you get your hands dirty and you start to sandpaper the helmet just the way you want it,
right?
To put it on your head and it's perfect for you. The whole thing about painting it just makes it your own. So you leave a part of yourself in that. Whatever you're doing, that helmet, that mask. Sure. So I can relate to the fact that these people that don't want to buy it, they want to make it because you do feel like it's part of you. It's part of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of what I feel about my projects as well. They're part of me, and that's my little special something that I send to people who want to purchase these characters.
Yep, I know what you mean. And once I get a case for her, I will take a picture and post it and then tag you.
Sweet.
Very nice.
You were just so excited when you got it.
Oh my God, I was. And it came fast, actually.
Yeah, I was surprised as well.
Yeah. I saw the box and I'm like, could it be? Like sometimes I'll order stuff, I don't know what it is, but this I was like really anticipating, getting it and unboxing it, and wanted to put that little video together to show everybody the detail of it, because you can't, you go like this, obviously you can see how wonderful it is, but I wanted to go around because, look at that. It's beautiful. Yeah. Well, very, very nice work. Everybody in the chat, hit her up. She needs some commissions, so let's go. Excellent. Maria, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I wanted to share this wonderful, wonderful thing that you do, and the wonderful, wonderful opportunity that that I got for being able to grab one of these. I'm going to play that video just one more time just to show off. But she's beautiful. Thank you so much, Maria.
No, thank you. Thank you for making this video, because it's really touching to see people, just appreciate some yarn put together with a lot of love.
Blood, sweat, tears.
Oh yeah,
love.
I have left some blood, not on this one, but on other projects.
Little extra DNA there.
Yeah.
Jeez, what would Shanti say with that comment? Sorry. Sorry.
I think she's lost. I think she left now.
Yeah. But it's beautiful.
Oh, and yeah, thank you, R2. And yes, I saw your comment. I do love reviewing movies after the weekend. And this is a weekend. Well, we're not going to have an after the weekend next week, but you never know. We're going to have really, really awesome with R2. We are going to be having Drunk Radio.
Oh, very nice. I think he's still a patron of ours.
Really?
Very nice, yeah.
Very cool. We're going to be reviewing UHF. I've never seen it. This is the first time for me.
I don't think I've seen it either.
Weird Al
Is that
Yankovic.
Weird Al Yankovic, right.
Yeah.
Very nice. When is that happening?
Monday the 20th.
Monday the 20th. You guys are doing it live?
Yes, always.
Excellent.
We just love hanging out with people and talking about movies that we love. So.
Perfect. I'd love to hang out with you guys again real soon.
Oh, you're always welcome on After the Weekend, Ro. You know that. Wow. That video is really, really beautiful. Thank you so much, huh?
Well, it's what's in the video that's beautiful. Look at her face. I love it. Very nice. So, yeah. Well, she's gorgeous. Everybody, I think, can agree on that. And beautiful. Beautiful. Maria, I know you are welcome on our show anytime. Next time we'll get Shanti on here. But whenever you want to talk and chat about anything, movies,
nice.
whatever, come on by, and you and R2.
I am expecting a book of Star Wars that may come soon in the future, and I'd love to talk about that.
You know what? It's actually sitting right here still. I am so bad with shipping. I am so bad. It's like I was telling Shanti that I can only, for some reason, I can only ship one thing at a time. So a friend of mine bought a Naboo space freighter, a spaceship,
nice.
the yellow one, that
Wow.
a friend of mine was selling, and I was, I just have no more room for big stuff. So I've been trying to get a box for that forever because it's big and it's shaped weird, and I don't, I want it to ship safely.
Yeah.
But it's been crazy. I'll have boxes around, and my wife is like, gives me boxes here. I'm like, okay, great. But yeah, definitely yours is next in line for shipping. So please, it's coming. It's coming.
Everybody in the chat, it's just that I won finally.
Yeah, you won
something. I won a book, and I love books. So,
and you'll definitely get some extra Scarif Scuttlebutt swag in there. So really appreciate your friendship and your following and your support. Again, Ahsoka's beautiful, and I'm definitely going to. I'll post and tag you when I get my little case up for her because she's gorgeous.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Beautiful. Thank you guys in the chat. And tell us where people can find you real fast again before we take off.
Okay, so on my Twitter account, it is, as it says right here, The Geeky Crochet. Okay, that is my Twitter account. If
Not to be confused with Geeky Crochet.
no,
You
no, that's another. Oh man,
That's another story.
That's another story. I got harassed by some person in Holland who calls
Wow.
herself Geeky Crochet. And I mean, okay, fine, it's a generic name. But she started harassing me saying, take off the name, it's my brand, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't even know who you are.
Right.
I have checked Twitter. I have checked Etsy. So that I wouldn't be grabbing a name that obviously
Sure.
is being used by somebody else. And she's just started like hassling me until finally she's like, you know what? I'm just going to block her. And she said, I'm going to report you. And I'm like,
To who?
what are you going to do? I'm
Right.
not impersonating you. I do not do your characters. You guys can find her. You guys can find her, and you can find her stuff on Etsy shop. You can find Geeky Crochet, not with the. And she has her own style, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I have my own style now, and well, fair enough. But this is my Twitter account, and then I do have my own YouTube channel, which is called Unlocking Lore. I don't know if Rick, could you possibly put that in the chat for me, please? My co-host of After the Weekend, R2 the Icky, is there. So
I tried to convince him to get on camera with us tonight.
Oh.
But I think he said he was working.
Oh, right.
But that would have been fun.
I do. We have moved. In my channel, there was After the Weekend, which is our Monday movie review show. But now we have officially opened our own channel for that. So it's we work together. And then my channel is now specifically for my my professional use, which is storytelling, and that's every Thursday at 8:15 Eastern time right now.
Very nice.
Yes, so good stories, which is why I like sci-fi.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's see.
Mrs. R2. That's okay.
Oh, there you go. He's driving.
Okay. I'm just gonna put it. I'm gonna put my one in the private chat, and you can throw that up there.
Okay.
In just a second, right here.
Can I cut and paste? Yeah, I think I can.
You can?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I would love for people to find you. Check out your stuff. Let's see here.
Oh, thank you. Avery
pop
is
it.
always in my storytelling gigs. So, yep, that's there. You can go check that out. And I'm going to be posting some new stuff. Everybody tells me to do like these tutorials on crocheting. I'm like, tutorials? No. I'm probably going to be doing like videos, mashed up videos of how I start one arm, how I start the other arm.
That would be great.
So that people kind of know.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know, but I do unravel many times a project.
Yeah.
And that's to start over. So it's really easy to just pull the yarn and it all comes off.
Sure.
But,
I didn't think of that.
So, yeah.
Does it lose its shape after you do that, and you have to kind of maybe get some other yarn, or no?
No, it just looks like ramen.
Like what?
Like ramen.
Oh, yeah.
The Chinese, yeah.
Yeah.
The yarn looks like ramen. I'm like, yum. But no.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, everybody in the chat, thank you very much. Look for Maria and the Geeky Crochet and all the wonderful things that she has going. And Maria, muchas gracias for joining me today. We got to do a podcast in Spanish for our Spanish-speaking fans and followers.
We do. We agreed on that, but it's still up a little bit up in the air. But yeah, I'm good to go.
Absolutely. All right, chat. Thank you very much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed our little reveal video on the Ahsoka. Pop her up again. She's beautiful. Get yours today. Don't do it because
yes,
those guys are up. Yeah.
These guys are up for sale. Nobody
I'll-
has claimed them yet.
I was going to say, don't get into Ahsoka because this is a one of a kind. And if there's more of them out there, I'll feel bad. No, I won't. She's gorgeous. All right, guys. Maria, have a good night. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Ro. That's Maria. And thank you so much. That's the Scuttlebutt. Take care, guys. Good night.